that. Grant Napier, Ryan, and Sacktown in just a moment. And the Kings are taking the lead into the locker room after a slow start. I'm really not bothered by their slow start. I wasn't like, oh, my God. After a long layoff, it's not unusual for that to happen, especially for the home team. I've experienced that a lot after the All-Star break. I mean, the fact is the Kings lead 66-57 at the half. Ryan and Sacktown with us. And I think the Kings will blow out the Portland Trailblazers in this game. And yes, they got off to a slow start, but it's not a 10-minute game. It's a 48-minute game. And again, the Kings have a 9-point lead at the break. Ryan, how are you, buddy?
Doing great, Grant. Yeah, I'm not too bothered. We both thought that they would have a slow start, certainly in that first game back. The only thing that is a little bit worrisome is the fact that they're having trouble with the 2-3 zone. When you have somebody like Sabonis who cannot be guarded by Portland, the goal of a 2-3 zone is get the ball in the middle, and they've just got to get that figured out.
Yeah, Sabonis with 10 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. He did turn the ball over 4 times. Fox with a slow start in this game, but ended up in double figures with 11. I thought the Kings bench was really good in that first half, Ryan.
Yeah, the bench gave him a good spark off. Trey Lyles came in, Terrence Davis came in a little bit early because of De'Aaron turning his ankle, but it was exactly what they needed to kind of get going.
All right, what are you wearing there, man? Well, look at that shirt.
What this?
Wow. Wow.
The shirts we've been promising everybody. Look at that mug on my chest.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And what does it say underneath my ugly face?
It just has you wearing the basketball. So there's no words indeed. You just put, if you don't like that, and everybody knows what it means.
Wow. All right, there you have it. So if you want the shirts, we'll tell you how you can order them. 66-57 at the half. And, again, I'm not worried about anything that I saw in that first half. Good morning, everybody. 5 o'clock in the morning from beautiful Italy. Good to have everybody back on the stream. And it is so good to have you here again, 66-57. Yeah, it was a bad first quarter. Defense has to get better. I think we know that, but they're not going to get better. I mean, I don't know how often we can say that. They are what they are. They're not going to get better. Hello, Bosnia. Good for you to be checking in. Hope you can join us here at the end of the game. Anita, great to have you here. Took a minute to get the sea legs and figure out that zone. I would agree with you. I'm not worried about it. This Kings team will blow out the Blazers in the second half. All right. I will tell you right now, okay, there are such things as bad wins, okay? And here's the problem with fans. You sometimes forget about your problems when you have success. And success in sports is winning. And I don't, okay? I've been telling you that this Kings team has deficiencies over the last month or so. And you see them in every single game. The only game I have not seen that was the second game that they had against Dallas. I thought that was the Kings' most complete game that they've had maybe all year. The Kings team is, in my opinion, they're not as good as the record indicates. Okay, they're just not. You are what your record says you are, but the goal right now is to end up with a top 6 seed, number 1, number 2, a top 4 seed, which give you, that extra game at home. But the Kings don't play that well at home. And if you just think that because you win a game against the Houston Rockets, where they gift you the game at the end, or you can come out and play sloppy against a Portland team, which has nobody playing, and you think everything's hunky-dory, it's not, okay? This team has some real deficiencies right now. And you might say, well, gee, Grant, they're 7 games over 500. That's true. But if they end up losing 4 straight in the playoffs, or they get into the play-in and they don't make it, you're going to be upset. So I'm looking at the big picture. I'm always looking at the big picture. I hope that answers your question.
Grant, let's take that a step further, and let's look big picture and say they are in the play-in, right? Yep. What have the Kings been notorious for this season? Slow starts.
Yes.
If you get the Warriors in the play-in, you get the Lakers in the play-in, and you have a first quarter like that, a first 6 minutes like that, you're done.
Yep.
You're done.
Yep. Well, I did give them an A. Why would I not give them an A? I gave them an A because they were projected by many people not to be a playoff team. And they're third at the All-Star break and 7 games over 500. Why would I not give them an A? Of course I'm going to give them an A. Ryan, I believe, gave them a minus, correct?
Yep, A minus.
So, I gave them an A. Why would I not give them an A? I sure did. Bill Shawnley, who passed away a couple of weeks ago, thank you very much. Rest in peace, Sean. He was great. Rip City. Love Bill Shawnley. And every time I went up to Portland, he was part of the experience. He would always come up to me and say hi. Love Sean's. Love talking to him. And yes, very good message right there. 66 to 57. I think. All right, let's have some fun here. Predict the final score. I think the Kings are going to win this game. Now they may pull their horses out in the fourth quarter because they got a game tomorrow night. Okay, so I'm taking that into account, Ryan, when I give my final score. I think the Kings are going to win this game 128 to 106.
Okay, Grant. I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I think that they will be in the 120s. I'm going to go 126 to 115. I think Portland will still kind of hang in there, and this zone's going to continue to give the Kings a little bit of fit.
All right, we got a couple of people that want to see the shirt again. So can we see the shirt again, please?
Of course you can see the shirt. Here we go.
There you go. All right. If you don't like that, shirts are out. All right, so 66 to 57. Anita has got the Kings winning 126 to 115. We got 137 to 130. We got 121 to 111. We've got Jay checking in, and he's got it 124 to 112. Dorian, nice to hear from you. 122 to 108. We got 124 to 112. All right, so Ryan, a lot of people asking how they can get the T-shirt. Do we have that information yet?
We do not. I'm going to give that to you post game. We're going to give you an email address if you are interested in getting a shirt and some of your information. We will process payment, and then those will be shipped out to you.
All right, sounds great. 116 to 115. The Kings, you always put the winning score first. You always put the high score first. So you would say 135 to 122, not 122 to 135. All right. 122 to 100. We got the Kings. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. We will get the shirts out to you. We're very happy that you are interested in them. I got the Kings blowing out Portland here in the second half. I think they blow them out. I think there's no way Portland competes in this second half with the roster that they have. There's just no way. All right. What sizes do we have?
We've got medium, large, extra large, and 2X. So whatever size you need, we can get for you.
Sounds great. All right. 135 to 117. We got 124 to 109. We've got 123 to 109. Appreciate everyone chiming in with all of your scores. All right. Key to the second half. Here's my one key. All right. We got 155 to 98. Here's my key. All right. You ready for this?
Ready.
All right. No injuries. That's my key to the second half. No injuries. Okay? No injuries.
You took it straight out of my mouth. So we have the exact seriously. So we have the exact same key to the second half. No one get hurt.
Hey.
Damn you, Napes.
What is wrong with us?
You're too close to me right now. You got your face right here, man.
I know. 130 to 104. That's kind of close to what I have. So there you have it. All right. 66 to 57 at the break. Again, if this game, I will just say this. Other than the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, where I could see Portland's getting a basket or two, after that, this game should never be closer than 10 points the rest of the way. Okay?
Grant, I just feel like we've seen that, or we've said that so many times this season, right? And it's kind of feeling like the Kings' like super kryptonite is when 3 starters are out for a team. But I do think ultimately you're right in the Kings takeover, but the first 2 minutes will be big.
Thank you, Amir. We appreciate that very much. And Kings outscored in the first quarter. They were outscored 37 to 29. In the second quarter, they outscored Portland 37 to 20. Again, Sabonis with another double-double already. Fox with double-figure scoring. And, the Kings shoot very well. I mean, they shot 57% in that first half. Portland at 44%. So, again, I think they blow out Portland in the second half. Now, again, Ryan, the key here is not to let this game get tight so that you can be efficient with your players, meaning that you can save them for tomorrow because you got a back-to-back in LA against the Clippers.
Yeah, exactly, Grant. And this almost, I was thinking about what you were saying earlier about the Blazers resting their players. I feel like this actually hurts the Kings. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's going to be
Yep,
an easy win." No, I wanted them to come out, get a
me too.
good run, and go in and
Yep.
play a good LA team tomorrow night. But
Manny, yeah. No, go ahead. No, please. I'm sorry.
that's what the second
Yep.
half is for. Hopefully that happens.
Manny, the travel issues are a non-issue. It's a non-issue. Travel issues are a non-issue, period. Okay, I've been through it before. It's a non-issue. Portland is disgracing the game of professional basketball. That's what they're doing. What they're doing tonight is an outrage, and it's an insult to every person that is at the game. Every person at the game tonight should have their money refunded. Basically, what they're doing is they're forfeiting the game. That's what they're doing. And by resting Damian Lillard and Jeremy Grant after you just had 9 days off for the All-Star break is a disgrace to the NBA. And Adam Silver sits in his office, makes stupid ass comments like he did during the All-Star break about load management. He's become a puppet of a commissioner. He needs to get out and run his league because Maureen, let me explain something to you. It wouldn't have mattered if they arrived at 6:00. Okay, arriving at 1 p.m., Maureen, is a non-issue. All right, when I started doing the games, all right, you had back-to-backs where no one had commercial planes or chartered aircraft. You had to fly commercial. You had to get up at 4:30 in the morning or 5 in the morning. League rules dictated that you took the first flight out. That's number one. Number two, Maureen, these planes are like traveling in the Ritz-Carlton in the air, okay? It's comfortable, everything's catered, and it's a 1-hour flight from Portland to Sacramento, Maureen. That's number two. Number three, the NBA, because they're caving in to their request of their players, they don't play 4 games in 5 nights anymore. We used to play 4 games in 5 nights in 3 different time zones, okay? There used to be many more back-to-backs. Now there aren't that many back-to-backs. There are no 4s and 5s. Every team is catered to on the road. The food on the plane, the entertainment on the plane, the seats on the plane. Okay, Maureen, it wouldn't have mattered if they had walked into the arena at 6:00 tonight for a 7:00 game. Non-issue, right? Non-issue. And by the way, you could see that Portland scored 37 points in the first quarter, so it obviously was not an issue. Anyone that thinks that the Blazers and their travel snafus is an issue tonight just does not have the understanding, and quite frankly, I do, because I've been through it before. I've been on a team charter where you've been on the plane for 5 or 6 hours, and then you have to get off and come back the next day and arrive in Denver, okay, an hour and 15 minutes before the game starts after flying into Colorado Springs and busing from Colorado Springs to Denver and then going out and beating Denver that night. I've been through it, okay? It's an absolute non-issue. And anyone, Maureen, that wants to use it an issue just does not have an understanding of what it's like to travel with an NBA team. It's an absolute non-issue, period. All right. I don't know what else to say.
Grant for commissioner. I like that one. Grant
I'll do it for
commissioner.
and I'll tell you what else. I'll do it for 1/50th of the income that Adam Silver makes every year. And I guarantee you, okay, I guarantee you I will run the league as well, if not better, than the way it's being run right now. Guarantee it. 100% money back guarantee.
Granted, it's granted because you'd be running the league.
Yes.
The league's not being
correct.
ran right now.
That's correct. That is correct.
So.
Wow. All right. I don't think it's going to happen, by the way. I don't think you're going to see me as commissioner of the NBA, but I could do it. I could do it.
I don't know,
hey, we
Grant.
got Eduardo in Chile. Hola. Hello, Eduardo.
Hola, Eduardo. Grant, if we sell enough T-shirts, I mean, this is a campaign statement right here.
Yeah.
So you never know. We can get the owners on board.
All right, 125. All right, I'll do it. All right. Second half is getting ready to begin. And the All-Star weekend is very treacherous. You saw the effort that the guys play with in the game. And boy, and that 3-point shooting contest, I mean, he might not be able to play for 2 weeks. Here's the other aspect about these guys not playing tonight. They don't play tomorrow. They don't play Saturday. They're at home Sunday against the Rockets. What a joke, right? What a joke.
Grant, so one last question before we go. What does that tell you about how other teams view the Kings?
I don't even know what to say about that. I really don't. I don't know what they view or they don't view, but I just think it's an outrage. I do want to say I view Bennett's as a great place to go for whether it's lunch or dinner, and the weekend brunch is phenomenal as well. 2 locations, Roseville on Eureka, Sacramento on the corner of Howe and Fair Oaks. The Prime Seafood and Steaks, they're incredible. I love their menu. My favorite seafood is the redfish that comes with a sauteed spinach if I'm doing steak. Tough to beat the bone-in ribeye. The Prime New York is great. Porterhouse, they have hanger steak. They have it all. Get down to Bennett's. And don't forget, they are coming to Rockland pretty soon at the Blue Oaks Town Center. All right, there you have it. Bennett's. Glad to have them on board right here. Rhino, we're going to talk to you right after the game. And I guarantee you the Kings will win this game. That is a guarantee.
All right, guarantee. Does that mean I have to do the show alone if they don't?
Yeah,
like you did last time.
Yeah,
all right.
and with a shirt over your face and on your body. Okay. All right.
At least it's not a paper bag this time. All right, buddy.
Yeah. Second half beginning. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you here right after the